guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Star. Trailing by 2.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that ball.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Star. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now, he was modest. He thinks the success he's had as a coach is because of the players he's gotten to work with this season. He said, I'm surrounded by talent. Guys who actually have to go out there on the court and get it done deserve the respect. And, Kevin, this is why so many of his players respect him.
Thank you, David. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. The West making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Jokic. Edwards comes in for Embiid. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a switch here also for the East. DeRozan's checked in. And here's Morant. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Pass to DeRozan. He can't hit that time. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Fox deciding where to go with it. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The East leading by 3. Markkanen in the corner. There's the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 5 now.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Fox, no good. Now the East All-Stars with it. The drive by Mitchell. Morant, that's for 2. And James pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, this guy simply does not age. LeBron remains a dominant force in this league despite being in the league since 2003.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The West All-Stars making a switch here. George is checked in. And then for the East All-Stars, Sabonis, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Lillard subbed in for Morant. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The West again cannot hit. The East leading by 8. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Siakam is checked in for the East. DeRozan finds Siakam. And the rejection by Jackson. Randle passes to Fox. No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Here's DeRozan. Goes up again. Randle against Sabonis. Here's DeRozan. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lillard from outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The West trails by 8. Randle surveying the D. Outside for George. Trying to get open is Randle. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Randle.
Boy, that's a hard shot even from that range. George had to get that one off against tough defense.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've... Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court right now for the East All-Stars, And Adebayo is up there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Holiday. And it's Lillard in at the point.
Halliburton was hungry for that hoop. Taking the ball right to the rack and throwing the foul.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Paul George.
Tyrese Halliburton.
The free throw off from Halliburton. The East leading by 6. Tatum passes to Holiday. Doncic with the block.
You know, he's not super fast, but the reflexes of Doncic are quick. He's able to jump on the shot and take it away. That's just instinct and understanding how to play.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. He said, sharing the ball is contagious. Everyone feels confident and knows they'll get touches, which makes the game fun. And that can build chemistry on a young team. Kevin?
And David, we know how important that is. And we thank you for your report. And there's the pass to Holiday. And Adebayo throws it down.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
Halliburton for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
To the paint, Adebayo, and the layup's good off the glass. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Halliburton kicks to Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Embiid, he's checked in for the West. The East also changing it up. Markkanen, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's John Morant in for Lillard. Brown, good.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And here's Adebayo. He's got 6. Tatum passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Assisted by.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
The 3 for Doncic. They grabbed their own miss. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Jokic.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. LeBron's checked in for Jokic, and Irving subbed in for Halliburton. The kick out to Irving. The 3. Embiid dishes to James. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the East All-Stars. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. James against Holiday. Irving passes to LeBron. Back to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Embiid dishes to James. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Adebayo. The 10-footer. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. LeBron passes to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
Passes to Morant. Good ball movement here by the East. Down low, guarded by Tatum. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And the East with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. DeRozan comes in for Tatum. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league. No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Doncic right side. Outside Irving. This one for three. And it's Doncic missing. The East leading by 7. Here's Morant. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's LeBron. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, aggressive work on the glass, paying off for LeBron there. Tremendous effort.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to DeRozan. Takes it from 10. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So the West ends up going with the new group. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the East. 1:07 left in the first half of the game. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. DeRozan, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George.
Team foul.
You can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. The second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the East All-Stars.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Mitchell passes to DeRozan. To the middle. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. DeRozan's got the lead up to 9 now for the East All-Stars. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Outside, Fox. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The East leading by 9. Mitchell outside. The 3. And they recover it. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adebayo.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
The East All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And Adebayo drops them both. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. George, that's a 2-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting
your West All-Stars. Everyone, East All-Star.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Bam Adebayo putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Let's start with you, Shaq. What do you think about the East All-Stars? Well, and that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
LeBron James is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Irving. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The West trails by 9. James kicks to Irving. Back to James. Doncic against Morant. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by LeBron.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Tatum on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the West. 9-point game. That one falls.
Yeah, you know, LeBron's mental strength is just so focused that nothing much phases him. He stays locked in.
Morant passes to Tatum. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Right around a minute and a half. Play here in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
And the East has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. Mitchell passes to Markkanen. Good D by Embiid.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Mitchell outside. Outside Tatum. On deep. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
For 3.
Morant's got 6 assists now in the game.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increased the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here's Doncic. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Floats it up for Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling. You gotta love how clever he is with the ball.
Lillard, the pass to Siakam. Sabonis trying to get open. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And the East leads by 4. Here's Brown. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got 10.
Brown extremely accomplished down low and worthy of respect as a result. Destroys whoever tries to guard him in the paint.
There's the pass to Siakam. Lillard outside. Off target with his 3. A tight game here in Utah. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. The East with a fast break. DeRozan leading the charge. Lillard with no one around. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
Edwards finds Brown. And that one's clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for West All-Stars.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the East All-Stars.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
DeRozan surveying the D. Pass to Holiday. Pulls it up. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Well, that assertive, confident attitude. I mean, Holiday knew as the pass was coming his way that he was going to catch it and let it go quickly.
Here's Brown. East grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Halliburton against Lillard. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And you got to be on Lillard at all times, capable of capitalizing from that mid-range area.
Halliburton for 3. East grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Holiday, no one around him. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The West trails by 7. It's Brown on the wing. Not going to go that time. Nice D from DeRozan. And Siakam has it in the corner. Count the basket.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Here's Edwards. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the East All-Stars in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for the East All-Stars, starting the 4th. We've got Morant. Jason Tatum is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Giannis in at the 5.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better. And more importantly, he does the work to get better.
And here's Jokic outside. He doesn't hit that one. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal. And with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
The East leading by 9. Morant outside. The tray. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's James. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Doncic. And another miss by the East. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. They trail by 7. And finished off by LeBron.
The adjustments they've made offensively They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's the step back, and the basket by Tatum. And the East leads by 7.
You know, with how good Tatum is driving it, I think it's a smart play by Jason to take that shot because the defense is giving him room to do so.
James dishes to Fox. Doncic outside, launches it. Offensive rebound. Jokic gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And James throws it down.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Now a timeout called by the East. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what the East All-Stars coach was going over with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. The score now all even.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
LeBron outside. And he goes big with the tap right over John Morant.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one. And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Here's Morant. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Embiid kicks to Jokic. A 3-ball. Rebound by the East All-Stars. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the rejection by LeBron.
Boy, superb shot block. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection. Doncic, not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Mitchell against Doncic. Steps back and shoots. There's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You can trust an efficient shooter like Markkanen in the clutch. He's going to get a good look.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And James gets it to go.
Another layer laid on top of the legendary one, James has already established. Simply call him the king.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the East leads by 1.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
James, the pass to Jokic. Off target at the rim.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Mitchell outside. Shoots over Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by the East. They're trailing by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
They continued to feed him throughout the game, and with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. And he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
Timeout, East All-Stars.
All right, fans, let's get up and get ready for your West All-Stars dance team.
Morant kicks to Mitchell. Here's Markkanen. Misses in close. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
There's a calm to Kyrie's game. That should help him right now.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it down.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
If you want a guy who makes plays when it matters most, the guy you want is Luka controlling the offense here. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure they didn't get away from them late.